Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another Neverness video. This is before you pull for Shinku, the upcoming character in the game. We'll go over like a bit of her stuff, hopefully to help you decide whether you want to pull for her or not. But of course, just pull for whoever that you wish, because like it's a game after all. Also, I'll be using be using footage from the content creators beta as well as Chinese server. So please do bear that in mind. So here are the things that we'll be talking about, and I'll put all the relevant timestamp below so we can easily find the segment that you're looking for. So Shinku is a Cosmos main DPS dealer. She is kind of a berserker type character in the game. So let's see how her combat animation reflect that. So this is her normal attack. She has 5 of them, 5 stages. The last one is a body slam. And then she has a variation as well. If you hold on the 4th, 5th or 3rd attack, she do a juggling kind of kick. And then this is her E, a triple dash. And then this is her ultimate when she transforms into her dragon form, as I call it. And her dragon form will start with a flurry of attack. And then her attack animation will also change. And the combo also has the variation where you hold the attack button. Then this is her E, a X in the air, and then you can press ultimate again to do the final kind of like a dragon flame on the ground. I like her animation. It really reflects the whole berserker style really well. So now we're going to go a bit over her combat kit to know a bit how to better use her. So for her combat kit, we are going to use a bit of visual cues provided by the game. So I want to pay attention to the icon that is E and Q. So in your normal state, which is your current state, pre-dragon state, you just want to gather your energy, your Q energy. So you can do that by using normal attack, the both variation, using your E, your dodge attack, and your jump attack also works. So when your Q is full, you want to use it because this is where your damage output come from. Then we got the flurry of attack. Then now you charge energy with your attack as well, but you charge your E. And then when it glows, you want to use your E. So keep doing that. And then when your Q turn into that dragon thing, you want to press your Q, tap it, because you dash twice and then end up with this finale. So that is basically Shinku's like whole combo. Alright, so this is an insert from CN because they added the QOL thingy. So the bar above your HP is her passive, Shinku's passive, intimidating gaze. I'll put the details on the screen about what it does. So basically a quick explanation is whenever you gain 8 stack, which is the maximum stack, and you hit someone, it will deal damage and then it will restore half of your energy bar as well as half of your Esper reaction bar. So that is a very good thing to abuse, and it will come out later in the Awakening. So the last combat detail about Shinku is her Esper reaction enhancement to charge. So I'll put on screen again what she does to charge. Basically, she turns her charge into a team-wide buff instead of just the person that is on field. And then charge is enabled by Remora and what's the other reaction again? Remora and Blossom. So her team is basically confirmed to be a charge team. So we can like consider like what is her team comp now. And other than like sharing the charge reaction with everyone, she also deals 400% damage to everything around her whenever she's on field and receives charge. And other than that, she also, at the same time, she received a 5% damage increase for a maximum of 10 stacks. So 50% in total for like each charge ticks that she got. And this effect can be only apply one time every 1 second. So you have to keep that in mind as well, because that will also decide like a member of a team comp later on. So that is an enhancement to her charge reaction for Shinku. Yeah, it also shows that she wants to be on field. And that's pretty much her kit so far. Now we're going to move on to city skills. Or actually, we move into her city exploration skill. Let's take a look at her skin. So this is her default skin. And this is in the shop, the D&D's Dragon Knight skin. In the shop, I mean in the Rift Crystal shop, not the D&D shop. This is also in the Rift Crystal shop, the mall. So you have to pay real money for that. This is from the gacha. This is the Bond outfit. So it's free. Then this is from the D&D shop, the in-game D&D shop. So this one you can farm. So these are all her skin. Now for her exploration skill, when you hold run, you can turn into a dragon form and you can run up walls, turning the game into ring waves. It's a very good exploration skill, I'm not going to lie. And then I'm going to show you as well her gacha wings glider. It's a very cool one.
Taking a shortcut down.
It's quite magnificent. I think it's the coolest glider we have so far. It's kind of like flowing wings. So that's pretty much the showcase of her skin. And then she has 2 more city skill that we can talk about. So here, this one, she increases the price of beverages in your shop, in your cafe. Then this one, she increases the city stamina used in mahjong. So if you use more city stamina, you get more funds. So those are her 2 life skills. And I think that's pretty much covered everything related to her kit. So moving on to the next topic. So alright, so the next question is how necessary is her arc? So this is her signature arc, Blushing Mirage. You can pause the screen and read this yourself. Basically, it's meant for her. It gives her a lot of like stats. But is there an alternative for like if you don't have her signature or don't want to pull for it? Yes, there is. Oh, wait, I can't do. Okay, give me a second. I need to. I'm not in combat. Why would that like say I can't do that? Okay. So the first one is Chaos. Chaos arc. You won't get the Lakshana damage, but you still get crit rate and then this like crit damage. The second one is the A rank. A time will come. If you like get this at 5, I don't know what do you call it here. 5 mix, 5 resonance. It is almost the same level as Chaos arc. They are based on calculation on CN, they are almost like 80% the value of Shinku's signature. But to answer the question, is the signature necessary? Unfortunately, I think it's yes, because she's a main DPS. So the 20% DPS loss is quite significant. So that's something to consider when you want to pull for her. She really does need her signature. Alright, so for the next one is whether Shinku needs her awakening. There are a few that are quite easy to understand, so we are going to like quickly go through them here, and then I'll show you like in combat what the rest does. Number 1 is lowers the enemy defense resistance by 12%. Number 2 is lower their cosmos resistance. So that's the 2 quick one we can understand. So for 3, 4, 5, and 6, we'll go into combat. Alright, so for A4, we'll start with A4. Remember how we have intimidating gaze? It raises the maximum stack from 8 to 6, basically double it. And remember how when with 8 stack, if you attack someone, you get half your Esper energy and then half your Q energy full. So with 16, you can basically expect what happens. So if I just hit someone here, my Esper like reaction is already full. So that is A4. Alright, for Shinku's A3 is actually kind of a pair effect with A4. Shinku's A3 basically allows you to charge up her intimidating gaze when she's off field, when she's not on field. So that actually, doesn't sound that important, but it actually makes your life quite easier. Because it means that you can collect intimidating gaze, which is like the energy to charge your out and your Esper cycle rather quickly. Where even though she's not on field, so it makes like her rotation and her like out time a lot quicker and faster, as you can see from like my trial here. I don't know why her face is missing there. It's a bit weird, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's quite a convenient thing. It's to help her rotation and stuff. Alright, so Shinku's A5 and A6 are all about her dragon state, or that's what I call it anyway. So A5 causes her enhanced E to heal, and then A6 allows her enhanced Q and E to group, which is, I'll show you here. Yeah, they group the enemy there. It's not as effective as an group like specific character like Julian, but it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, so that's A5 and A6. These are the translation of Shinku's Awakening from CN, because CN's is more updated than the beta version. So from like playing with everything, I would say A3 is a good like quality of life awakening. If you want to get it, it's very good for like enabling like the cycles and the uptime of her alt and dragon state and so on. And if you just want pure damage, according to like calculation, A6 provide more damage than A1 and A2. That's from like CN. And then A5 is for survivability. And whether at the end of the day, whether awakening is necessary for Shinku, I would say it's for convenience. It's not for necessity. A3 is for convenience. I would say her weapon is more necessary than her awakening, but that's just my personal opinion. Alright, and then we are coming almost to the end. So how expensive is the team? Luckily, her team is not that expensive. Like half of her team is basically free. So you have Zero, the MC for Esper reaction, and then you have Skia, because Shinku is definitely in the charge team. So those two elements has to be there, Lakshana, and then Zero for Cosmos. Can you use Hathor for Skia? Yes, but they fulfill the same role. Like Hathor is not a big necessary jump for Shinku's damage like Chaos is, because they provide the same thing. They just want to give Remora. And then for Anima, her premium character, premium teammate is Nanali, because Nanali enables here. We'll check here. Because here is the reduces the shots to 1 second. And because 1 second matches what we mentioned earlier for Shinku, her touch buffs and blasts is like triggers once every second. So this is her best teammate for a premium team. But you can also use Julian. So for F2P team, yeah, Skia is the same, and then MC, you can use Min. And then for India, like the various roles they take and their console, Shinku necessary is like Lost Cosmos. You want her main stat to be crit rate, because her arc doesn't give her like extra crit rate. And then Skia want to use the support console, Speedy Hedgehog. And then Min just use Firefly, Zero use Lost Cosmos. It's the same thing here. Like Nanali use back the same, and then Skia the same, blue the Speedy Hedgehog, and then Shinku and Zero is Lost Cosmos. And now we're gonna jump into like a combat showcase using the premium team. Alright, for the team rotation, if you have, even if you don't have A4, you want to like just wait before you start, because you want to collect your intimidating gaze. So you can start with like a full or at least a half full Esper cycle energy. So as you can see, I hit here, mine is already full because I have A4. Then instantly swap over to Hathor for Remora. Then to MC and then Nanali to trigger the Blossom that enables charge. So I use my Q because charge will like super speed my enhanced E. So I just like use that to collect E energy, and then use the E here because it's lit up, and then ultimate again, just cut through everyone. Again, I don't know why that is missing, probably skin issue. And then swap back over to, when the Esper is over, swap back over to Hathor, and then MC. Nanali here, I just use charge to show that if you don't have A3 on Shinku, you can use Nanali to like put a bit of a sub DPS. And that's pretty much the rotation for this team. And that's the end of the video. And speaking of Shinku's place in the meta and the future, I think she's be here for a while because she's pretty much favored by the developer, like Lacrimosa. But also like Lacrimosa, fate of DPS in Gacha is a bit more unstable than the support because they do get power crap earlier. So do keep that in mind. And if this video helped you in any way, or if you like this kind of content, please remember to leave a like and follow. And I'll see you guys in the next guide, probably related to the events. Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves.